Petrowski, a longtime Austin resident and TV host, and we're sitting down with small business owners and entrepreneurs to find out a little bit more about what they do. Today, we're joined by Ryan Gallego, the owner and founder of Media Pouch. Ryan, so good to see you.
Great to see you as well. Thanks for having me on.
So first of all, tell me a little bit about Media Pouch.
Media Pouch is a media production company that specializes in creating epic videos that drive results for our clients. Over the last year, we've been able to sell over $10 million in real estate. We've raised over $2.5 million for different startups, and over the last 13 months, and especially during this global pandemic, we've helped drive over $750,000 in sales, all through our unique strategy of visualization, architecting, and delivering our videos.
Sounds pretty incredible. Tell me a little bit more about what type of clients you work with.
Yeah, so the type of clients we work with, just to name a few of our big ones, have been Ferrari, Lamborghini, McLaren, F-45, Sydney Seaplanes, and a whole bunch of other ones. But what makes us really unique is that we're working with a ton of brands and a ton of different industries, from automotive to digital marketers just creating vlogs to real estate. I mean, you name it, we have our hands in it right now.
You mentioned some really big names. Obviously, that can attribute to your success, but I understand it's also important for you to work with smaller businesses as well. Tell me about that.
Yeah, definitely. So it's not like we just came up there overnight and we started working with Ferrari or McLaren. It was a long stretch of time, but the way I like to look at it is that every single company and brand should have, they should have their Gucci, and then they should have their Walmart, and then in the middle, which would be their Amazon. And you should have clients in all three different sectors, so then that way you're diversified. And you're helping different people and different brands and companies on all kinds of different levels. Because if there's one thing I've learned, it's that, a barbershop owner is gonna have a completely different need than what, Lamborghini is gonna have, or what Walmart may need, or anything. Like, you just don't know what each of those brands needs until you sit down and talk to them.
We know this pandemic has been hard for so many businesses. Why do you think that Media Pouch has been able to maintain success during this time?
Yeah, it's been incredible to watch, actually. I was really iffy if, how video production was gonna go, and it just skyrocketed, right? And if you look back at that, why did that happen, and what was going to take over the next 5 years to happen with people going online and using video and just being comfortable in front of camera, it happened overnight. And so people were locked in their homes and they need to speak to their audience, clients, whoever it is, and the only way that they can really do that is through video. And so we were able to find different solutions and video assets for different clients and help them do that. But what made it successful was that we got them results as well. We weren't just showing up and pressing the button and hitting video and say action. We handled everything from pre-production to shooting the videos all the way to distribution, to make sure that those videos weren't just videos and they turned into assets and made our clients money.
Great.
So
yeah, obviously video and going digital is key right now. So you were definitely meeting a need that a lot of companies had.
I agree. Next year it's said that 90% of online viewers and business owners will be implementing some form of video marketing into their strategy. I think this year was a really, really good year to see everybody hop onto that train, but I think next year is going to be even bigger.
So speaking of next year, tell us a little bit about some of your short-term goals.
Yeah, definitely. So next year we're planning on being in even more cities than what we're in right now. So currently we're in Austin, Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, working with a handful of clients in each one, but the ultimate goal is to build out different teams for Media Pouch, right? So that we've got an adventure team that handles more of like the Sydney Seaplane stuff, the Yacht Week stuff that we should film, and then have a different team for automotive, different team for real estate, and then a different team for vlogging.
So tell me how you came up with the concept for Media Pouch and the name, because I'm curious about that.
Yeah, definitely. So at the age of 14, I started working at a photography startup called STL Digital, where I picked up my first camera. And luckily I had an amazing boss at the time who pretty much taught me everything I know about, video, photo, editing, marketing, sales, accounting, you name it. Paul Bryant was the owner, and he taught me everything. And so at the age of 17, I started my first photo business, unofficially, but made some pretty good change with it, right? Like, as a 17-year-old, I made $30,000 just shooting photos, and I got that taste of entrepreneurship and business owner. And I kept on pursuing that throughout college, and then it kind of died down a bit after that once I started working at Amazon. And while I was working in the corporate world with them, it just wasn't sitting right with me, that I was just kind of sad, like not doing what I wanted to do, but getting to travel the world and making good money, but I was still unfulfilled at the end of the day. And so, my buddies and I had gone over to Croatia in 2018 for this event called the Yacht Week. And funny enough, I had just bought a drone before I went over there, like a week before. And I put the drone up in the sky on the first night that we're there, and I captured this amazing sunset. And I posted on Instagram. 5 minutes later, the director of marketing for Yacht Week comes over, finds me, and she's like, "Hey, our videographer didn't show up this week. Would you mind capturing some content for us?" And I'm like, oh, I'm like, okay, this seems like a fun, cool idea, but let's go for it. And so they gave me like a brand new GoPro, and they're like, keep it, we just want the content. And so this entire week I shoot content for the Yacht Week, drone stuff, we're in the parties, we're out in the Mediterranean Sea, it's just this amazing content. And so I come back from the trip and just realize, I think this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Travel the world, work with cool brands like this, capture some cool content, and let's just build this thing out. Like, let's see where it goes. And so over the next year and a half while I'm working at Amazon, I start building Media Pouch on the side. I didn't know it was going to be Media Pouch though. But what I did know was that it was going to have a kangaroo logo, because I knew that I was going to go and launch it over in Australia. So, tying into how did I come up with the name and the logo, it was always going to be the kangaroo, probably since I was like 3 years old. But, I'm like,
this fascination with Australia.
Yeah, exactly. And at that point, I'm like, I'm leaving Amazon in a year. I'm going to launch it over there. But I'm like, what do I name a kangaroo media production company? And, I'm thinking about it. It's got to have media in it. And then I think about a kangaroo. I'm like, oh, they have pouches, and we're going to do everything. So Media Pouch. So that's the story of how it all started, and the name and the concept, and it's just been upwards from there.
And you offer this pouch of services to your clients, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. So, what I put in the pouch, I guess, is, we do everything from video production to video editing to logo animation to, animation creation, to distribution, to storyboarding. So we're just your one-stop shop for anything that needs to digitally go out there, and we're having fun doing it.
So tell us about some of the most popular services that clients are asking for this year.
The most popular one's been our signature hype video. A lot of people don't understand what a hype video is, and it's because we're the ones who created it. We're the ones who branded it. But we come in, we fly our drones, we capture the cool scene of whatever it is. For example, just to paint a visual, we partnered with Zoom Marketing Solutions a couple months ago to help one of their clients, Cajun Boil, that just launched here in Austin. And again, we came in there, they had like this awesome car show lined up and these awesome lobster dishes, and we were able to capture that content and turn it into epic stuff, right? Because at the end of the day, people don't really care if there's somebody talking to them through voiceover narration, but it's so fast paced now that you've got to grab people's attention in 1 to 2 seconds. And so that's what our hype videos do. Every 4 seconds is probably the longest you'll see a clip, but it's so engaging that people are like, what am I watching? But I want it by the end of it. So that's what everybody's asking for right now.
Highlight reel for the business.
A hype video, essentially. It's hyping up their business, and it's showing every single process that they're doing and people enjoying it. And once you start distributing that the right way, it's super engaging because people are going to want that product or service by the time that they finish that video. Yeah.
Tell me about a successful day for you, when you go home feeling really good about your day.
Yeah, I think I go home every day happy. I'm extremely excited and happy. I wake up the same way. I can't remember the last time I had a bad day since I went full-time into Media Pouch, because I'm just super grateful for what I get to do. I get to enjoy this view every day. I get to work on amazing problems and solve them. I get to work with amazing people and clients. And at the end of the day, too, I just get to be free and use my creativity how I see fit. So that's what a successful day looks like.
So your clients know you're dedicated to them and their success.
Exactly. Yeah, a lot of 15-hour, 16-hour days, but it's all for the clients to make sure that they're getting the results they need, and that way we can keep on helping them grow.
Thanks, Ryan, for joining us and telling us a little bit about Media Pouch today. If you're a business owner in Texas and you want to showcase your brand on video, you can get in touch with us at the links listed on your screen.